Hi.
Hey guys, how are you? Hey, where's the applause? So, welcome to IG Live class, like ton. I'm not even sure which one at this point. So this is going to be a good one because it always is. But what we're going to do today is we're showing you the new sweatpants because they're super good, and we're going to show you how to wear them, play, dinner, work. They're really good. They're fun summer colors, and we tweak the fit, so I'll tell you about that. And then we're going to show you some of the new fall pieces, which are super, super good. And you can also take a look at WWD and on Vogue later on this afternoon. You will see the full collection, but it is one that we, sorry, I keep like playing with the paper, but the collection was shot at SCAD. And all through the next couple weeks, we will be telling stories about why we shot it at the Savannah College of Art and Design, how the relationship was so amazing. We went into it loving each other, and we left the relationship loving each other, which is really good because that usually doesn't happen when you work on big projects, right? Like
yeah,
you start
true.
out and everyone's like, ah!
Yeah, and then
by
we're in the car, like, don't talk to me. Yeah. But it was literally like kale.
It was really good.
Cutting up on the airplane.
Like kale?
Huh?
Did you say it's like kale?
No, camp.
Oh.
No, we're like cutting up on the airplane. Like, you were like throwing sprinkles at people.
I was like, how is this like kale?
Sweet green on her mind.
I don't know her. Kale? No.
That's amazing. All right, so we're going to start with the sweatpants. So I am wearing the regular length version, and I am 5'5" on a good day. And Dione is 5'6", and she's wearing the longer length version. And really the longer length, like 5'10", 5'11", you guys like are gonna go nuts in these. They're perfect. And if you're my height, then you can wear them, and it's actually a little bit more of an evening look when you're wearing the longer length. So we have them in 3 colors. We have them in this dusty mint color, and we have them in this really pretty pale yellow, and then a great blue that we're going to show you. And these are kind of no color, but actually colors, because it's summertime. And you know, life is short, let's have fun, and we're wearing a bit of color, but we're doing it in a way that a creative pragmatist does, which means that we are toning it down so that we feel like ourselves. So the first way that I'm going to show you the pants is I am wearing them as a beach cover up. So this is what I'm really excited about. I'm wearing a 12-year-old Malia Mills swimsuit that I love, and can you believe this is 12 years old, and I wore it a ton. It's not like it was in my basement the whole time. So I'm wearing it as a swim cover up, and this is what I would wear like off the beach and just hanging out. I would throw on the pants in this like minty green in the regular length. And if you can't notice, then I will explain to you what you could notice if you did, is these are smaller. We took them in a little bit through the leg here. So the great opportunity is when we create something that's meant to last forever, it doesn't mean that we're going to leave it alone. We're going to constantly be finding ways to perfect it, and that's what we did. And I don't want to, it's not like new and improved Coca-Cola or anything like that. It's just tweaked because we wanted to. We wanted it to be just a little bit slimmer through here, so that's what we did. So it's got the same great curve shape to it, but we took it in a little bit up here and a little bit down here. So when a pant is more fitted on Tibi, I straddle between a 4 and a 6. That makes me a perfect size small in these. So for example, if one of you was like really pushing the higher end of a 6 and you went with the small, or if you went with an extra small, know that really like go for your size here. You don't need to be sizing down. If you do size down, just know that it is against mine and Dion's strict policy, and do not send us pictures of you in it, but actually you can. So
yeah, you can send us pictures. I just know you won't be happy with them if you get the size that you got in the previous run. You're going to feel really, it's going to feel a little bit forced. You're not going to have that same drape.
If you got the size that you got in the previous run and you did like a way size down,
like if you did an extra small and you're really a medium, you're going to want the medium when you get this.
Yeah. So these are like you can see my bathing suit line through here, but we all know they're sweatpants. So once I sit around for 40 minutes or so, it gives, right?
Yeah. It comes from us road testing, because we all traveled in the sweats, and so lounging around, going from place to place, it made sense for it to come in a little bit and be a little bit more fitted. And it's easier for a lot of you that are newer and are just now figuring out your sizes, follow the size chart on this one. So you're gonna have these 3 colors, and then you're gonna have black and navy coming later. But the ones that you have currently on the web that are in like the moss, the gray, the black, and then that cream color, that's the ones that you did the larger size, but now new and improved. So I want to talk about this colorway because, you know, we're always talking about bigs and pigs and how to wear pastels and brights and things like that. But for this one, Amy and I have been talking, and we really wanted to make sure that these saturations of color still were no color colors, because you can still wear them against neutrals and it doesn't feel too sweet or precious. Like right now I'm actually wearing the shoulder pad tee in gray, and then I'm wearing just the white Trouser sandals, and it feels very clean and modern. I don't feel like, if I were wearing black, I would look like Bumblebee. If I were wearing like navy, I would look like I would be wearing like high school football colors or something, because I do not believe in a mixed primary situation. But I think here, or even in that like nice ivory color that we had from spring, if you mix them together and did something like a little sharper with like a patent leather, it would work really nicely. So if you're asking, if you're wondering about color here, I really love gray, and I actually really love brown hues as well. When we were showing you guys the newer pieces that are coming in, there is a brown fundamental shoulder pad tee that's coming down the pike. You're gonna see it on today. That also looks really pretty here. And see, Amy's actually wearing with, I'm sorry, you like totally were drinking your water.
Sorry.
Amy's wearing it with the white blouse, and look, and this is the new Miles shirting blouse. And look how nice this looks with white. If she did the, if it were a brighter color, she would look very preppy. And here she looks really refined, and then she's got her brown old Scott sandals, which I wish we would make again.
We are. We're going to make them again next spring.
Wonderful.
Just they're too functional. So again, what Dione was saying about these colors is this green. It is not an icy pastel green, and it's certainly not a bright saturated green. So it really does fall into that no color range. So if I'm wanting a really good summer option, so many of you guys have been DMing me from, you know, from Singapore to Vietnam to Houston, and you're in Miami and you're looking for options that are really good for super hot weather. And this is it. You know, I'm already able to jump the gun with a top in the winter fall collection that's got the detail, the sculpting on the sleeve, and then I'm just pulling it up because right now it's hot out and I want to do that. It's got the pocket. I'm gonna stand around like that or not. And then, you know, just wearing it with the pant here makes this the perfect summer option. I'm wearing this with, as Dione pointed out, these are the old Scotty sandals, and they're in this perfect color brown. So my apologies for not doing that this spring, but I am gonna bring this out next year because it's the color that like saves the day. It's not a brown that makes things feel too Ralph Lauren-y, too conservative. It's just a good weird brown, and it really elevates everything instead of taking it down a notch. And what I want to point out too is, you know, everything here is eased and relaxed, but it still has proportions. And a lot of you guys have been sending me outfits like crazy over the last couple weeks. And you've been telling me like, okay, I got the pop of color down, you know, or maybe I have the bright mixed with the icky. But you've got to really pay attention to the proportions, because you're sending me the pictures because you're telling me that you still feel a little meh in it. And you feel a little meh because you've got the average proportions on. And you guys know that if I was standing here right now in a regular, you know, Oxford, and if my sweatpants were just straight up like regular sweatpants, it would be clothing, I would be comfortable, but it would not be style, and it wouldn't be my style. So as a creative pragmatist, when you are looking to really feel like yourself in your clothing, pay attention to the proportions. Chill Modern Classic, the bigs and pigs, how to mix your brights and your pastels. None of that goes away in an outfit. You're not just focused on CMC or just focused on proportions or just focused on one ton or none. It's a combination of all of that, and I know it seems like a lot, but I know for sure that a lot of you guys who have been following with us and certainly deep diving into the old IG Lives, this stuff is really like becoming like riding a bike.
So I wanted to show this colorway back to brown, and this is one of our fall 2021 tops in the Eco Poplin. I call this a seasonal look because it is a very versatile top that you can wear with beautiful sheared sleeves, nice neckline. This is a really great top if you are heading back to work and it's balmy outside. But here, paired back to this color, you see how the browns really look interesting here if you're going to do an interesting color mix. Also, just to show you, this has that cocoon shape back that we always have in recurring. It's like a nice recurring detail for us. And what's nice about the sleeve is that it's quite versatile. You can actually pull it up here and make it a little bit more voluminous like that. You can tuck it in. You have a lot of options here. But yeah, just kind of playing around with those no color colors, and then with these, you know, I would call them muted pastels, it really works nicely. When I tried this on with like the gold sandal, it didn't really, like, it wasn't my favorite, but I do think with this silver Byron sandal that's coming out soon, it's gonna look really, really nice on. But yeah, this color is great. It also comes in a beautiful gray. I will actually bring that out so you guys can see it, because the gray colorway is quite nice and it's very versatile, and will also work back to these pastel sweats as well. Also, I'm gonna try it on the baby blue because I do think it's important for people to realize how versatile the baby blue is, especially since we do have a lot of navy in the collection as well, and it really pairs nicely for a nice bright pop, and it makes a lot of our fall pieces more buy now, wear now, which I absolutely love. But again, this is Eco Poplin. You might start seeing some of these pieces on Coming Soon so that you can actually start putting them on your wish list online. But yeah, so I'll show you this in the gray as well. Okay, oh perfect, got the blue on.
And again, just like bathing suit material, hanging out, grocery shopping, vacation, all of these sweatpant colors, I really did them because I really feel your pain. When you guys write to me and you're like, how does a creative pragmatist dress in the summertime? It's really challenging for us because the options can get really sloppy, they get very bohemian, and they can really make you just feel out of your comfort zone. And you don't want to be all tailored up either, because then, you know, again, you look like, you know, Betty at the club, and that's not what we're going for either. So you want to be able to mix in that classic feel, but still being really effortless, and, you know, you're not like sweating like crazy. So the blue sweatpants are perfect for that. And if you've got on a bodysuit, super old one of ours, or just even like workout gear or whatever, this is what a creative pragmatist is wearing in the summertime, just strolling around, guys. Like, and it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. And the reason, again, why these sweatpants are so important in that wardrobe is it's absolutely instant style. When you put it on, that shape is what makes you feel like yourself. It really does. So we're not telling you that there's right or wrong style and it's got to be this shape. What we are telling you is, if you are a person who thinks in a very modern way, this is the amount of modernity that you need in the summertime to really, really feel like yourself. And then it looks great. Like,
I decided to throw on a beach fit as well. This is the Eco Poplin bralette in the orange from Summer Capsule. And I really love pairing orange and blue because it is a nice and interesting take on complementary colors. So I would definitely wear this full side with my white patent Bayron slides, because the white patent makes it a little weird, and since it's in a little bit more of a tomboy shape, it's something that doesn't feel too sweet against these colors. And what's really nice about this is that you can also take that green version of this bralette and wear it back to the green pants Amy was wearing earlier, and it looks really nice on. But also, like these sweats, we're gonna have a lot of interesting saturations of dark navy that are very rich that you can actually pair back to boots as well. We actually are gonna show on the ecom images, we actually do have some stuff that you can actually wear with boots, which I love, because that curved shape looks really nice with a skinny boot, and that's one really exciting thing because it also works with the brand koozies as well. But again, I'm wearing a longer length. This is the size small. Last season with the moss color, the black and the gray and the blush color, not the blush, it's like that buttery color. Basically I wore an extra small. So just for reference, I'm normally around a true 4 or a 2 sometimes, and I'm wearing the small here, and this is what I would take with my personals. They fit really nicely. They're not as low rise as last time, which is great. So you can really play around with doing bralettes and things like that here. The longer, someone asked if the longer would be a higher rise, and for me it is. just because where it's hitting on the ankle so that I have like a nice silhouette. I do have mine up a little bit higher because they're actually gonna sit here normally, but I like mine up a little bit higher because that just gives me a little less skin, you know? But that is definitely something to think about if you are planning to kind of figure out which one you're gonna go for if you aren't above that 5'9" range. But yeah.
All right.
Love this.
So
Good.
again, you guys ask us about what does a creative pragmatist wear in the summertime, being tailored. So the white cotton poplin skirt here, the wrap skirt, a lot of you guys have this in black. It's, you know, I love that. We showed even in the black with the cowboy boots when we were in Texas. But this white one has saved me on so many trips. And it really is a great beach cover-up. And this is an old Tibi bikini top from 2006 runway show. We used to do swim. I used to have to go to Miami and do those swim shows. We'll never do that again. That's why for Malia Mills now, I'm like, you do the swimwear and I'll just keep doing what I do. But anyways, you can see like you can wear this as a beach cover up and it feels really, really great on. A couple of you guys who have gotten this skirt who are like 5'4" and under, you've asked me, should you take up the hem an inch or two? Doesn't matter, take it up. Sure, why not? Like, doesn't matter, whatever feels good on you. This feels great on me, but I don't hate on you if you've got it a little bit shorter. That's just fine. So I would wear this as a beach cover up. And the other thing with this that I wear too is, this is another shirt from the fall collection. And so this one again has the sleeve detail on it. It is really nice and big and oversized because you guys know that's what we do here. We love that. And when we don't love it, because we do like things fitted too, but we'll tell you when it's supposed to be fitted, okay? So this shirt is great. And I would wear this on the beach as well. And remember, sometimes like if you tie it in the front, a little hack here is to take your skirt tie and tie the skirt just around the back, because you don't want to have like all these double ties going on. You kind of feel a little crazy sometimes when that happens. So I've got the tie in the back. But remember, the point of buying clothing is that you are going to wear it. So yeah, you can wear this in the office. You can wear it with a suit, you can wear it on a plane, and you can wear it on the beach. And I think you can even get suntan oil and honestly, like just wear it, damage it, ruin it, and then start over again. And hopefully that'll be like 10 years later and you will have gotten amazing wear out of something. We don't like it when the real gets a hold of our clothes. So this is from the fall collection, and I'm gonna now go put on some really good fall stuff for you guys to see. And Dion's already coming out in it. So
I know, I'm excited. Yeah. So this is also from the same Eco Poplin group, and this is in a really nice dusty gray colorway. So it has a deep V-neck, really beautiful, like nice sculptural balloon sleeves, beautiful smocking, and of course, pockets. So the reason why I have shoes in my hand is because I want to show you how nice it is, how nicely this takes color. So right now I'm doing no color. I actually have on the brown shearling pumps. They're not coming in yet, but they will. And I'm going to show you what it looks like if I do a nice pop of blue. Because I do think it's important when you are getting something like this that it does work with weird saturations of color, because we love that. Now I'm doing one color rather than none. Just to give you a little bit of a detail, look at this beautiful fur pump coming soon. I'm in love. Oh, thank you. But yeah, these are just, it's a really nice dress and it's completely buy now, wear now. That's what I like about it. If you do need to add a little bit of more modesty and want to wear this during the work week, you can also put a bandeau inside, which I've actually done, and I can actually show what that looks like underneath. But I mean, it's nice, light, airy. If I were doing the flat gold or silver Byron sandals with this, I mean, look at these pockets. This is everything I want to be wearing this summer, because I cannot tolerate summer. I don't know her, so for me, I need to be able to have clothing that does not touch my body and feels very fitted. That's why we like a voluminous dress for this early fall period, especially in this poplin, because you can really wear it now and then later as well. Like, this is something that we styled back to our newer versions of the Lars boots that are coming down the pike, and then these, you know, furry heels that really, you know, start speaking fall, but not a huge commitment just yet. But It really takes color quite nicely, and I think that's really important when you are selecting color, but that brown top that I was wearing also comes in this dress too. And I believe in a minute Amy will have it on too, but you know, it's just a really nice detail. Also, we love this really beautiful fold here, creates that sculptural sleeve. So it's got a lot of nice details. It feels very special. This is just the back, it's a zip enclosure. And yeah, this is definitely one that I think is perfect buy now, wear now. And it's nice because we have a lot of poplin in the delivery. Oh, this looks great.
Yeah, and you would totally wear that dress with my sandals.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I'd wear the gold Larkin with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what's interesting, guys? Some of you may not know this, but patent leather was actually designed as a summer fabric. So if you look at like old rule books, they're really strict that like you're not even supposed to wear patent leather until after Memorial Day, okay? And I could be making up some of that timeline, but I don't think I am. But here, I'm mixing it with the shirt that I just had on. And so my point being that when you get the patent leather, to me, it's an absolute 12-month item. So it's, this is bonded, so it's not lined. It does not feel too heavy, but it absolutely is year-round. So if it were December, I could be wearing this with a boot, and I would not feel a draft coming through. Okay, like if I were in Miami, yeah, I would be totally sweating it up a bit. But as a working person in a city, this is something that you can feel like you can jump the gun a bit on your clothing and really get that feeling of wearing fall already without like going wholeheartedly into it. And any of the bodysuits that I had on earlier, I would absolutely wear this with this skirt as well. So even though we haven't classified this as a woof, I'm going to say that it is a woof for me, because this is a skirt that if you have anything really nubby and textural in your closet, it's going to give it that modernity. So I love like a lot of grandpa tweeds and everything, which we really leaned into heavily in the collection. We this year for fall were feeling a bit of a sense of heritage, you know, wanting to embrace the past and bring it with us, but also look forward to the future. And one way that you do that is through more referential fabrics like these grandpa tweeds. But the thing is and any of you who shop vintage, you know that like once you start loading up on that stuff, like it feels too vintagey, you don't feel modern enough, but you do when you mix it with something shiny and black. So the whole concept of tweeds in general, it really is a big trend happening for fall, and I have a lot of theories on why, but it is happening. So the way to not look like a Chanel wannabe or not look like just full-on grandpa dustbin, not that, you know, all grandpas are dustbinny, but the way to avoid it is by mixing in some high shine. So this is the trouser skirt, and then Dione is wearing it in the Brancusi style. And both of these to me are woofs in the closet. They are there forever. Like, you know, if you guys are starting to really plot out your wardrobe right now, something with shine in a classic shape that still has super interesting proportions really needs to be high up on the list. And I would say that, you know, pricing is very relative, guys, and I understand that. And what is a good price to me right now was not a good price to me when I was in my early 20s. But what I will say is that this has a lot of price value to me, simply because you are going to wear the hell out of it. And I know that's going to beg a question on the price, and I'm not sure off the top of my head, but it is a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're wearing the.
I'm wearing a 2-in-1 menswear shirting. So this has this really beautiful detail here that is actually removable. So I like this because it adds a little playful nature, and it really kind of captures the elements of summer, but when you're starting to think early fall, paired back to these patent leather Brancusi jeans and my fur pumps again, this feels really balanced and interesting. Because for me, when I wear something like this, everything else needs to be really sharp and a little bit weird. I kind of treat stripes or anything with kind of ruffles for me, I treat it very similarly to Bigs and Pigs. I need to have something weird, an interesting texture if I'm gonna do this. So what's great about this top is that yes, it's interesting, it's got this beautiful shirt sleeves and all this stuff, But this buttons out of the back. I already have it unbuttoned because I knew that it would just make life easier. You don't want to see me struggling to take that off right now. But this completely buttons off, and you have a really nice, clean, just classic menswear striped shirt. I'm just gonna flip that to the back because that's easier. It's really nice. It's voluminous too, which is really great for summer because we really wanted people to be able to mix those things that really feel like fall, like a textured pant like this, back to things that you can wear back to summer separates. Like these all work. Like you saw Amy wearing her poplin skirt with this. She can do it with this top as well and a flat sandal. But it's just a really, really great detail. And this just fastens on and off with enamel buttons. So I'm actually gonna button this up so I can show it to you guys and just show you where this top part attaches. It comes off right here and just reveals really nice smocking details. So I love this top because it's a 2-for-1. I am obsessed. But yeah. And
the photo spread that I just put up online made me so re-obsessed again with the colors. So
yeah, like if you put this together, like you can even put it on another outfit too, or underneath the blazer.
Totally.
Yeah,
it looks really good. Okay, so again, in terms of like what makes a woof, this is a top that we live in, guys. This is the Chalky Drape, and it's incredible because this is that 12 mower fabric. It's also something that we can wash in a washing machine. And this is something that we did bring to Texas when we were doing our pre-orders and our events in Texas a couple weeks ago. And this was one of the heaviest things picked up and bought because it has so much versatility. And I'm going to show you all the different ways that you can wear it. But one of my favorite ways of wearing it is just the way that I'm wearing it right now. So we're going to have the Godfrey Sandal, the Godfrey little slide here coming out in gold. So you've got this whole like little closed toe option without feeling like too precious and too uptown prissy or anything. But then when you're wearing it with the trouser skirt and then you've got the black top on, I love black, but I love doing it in a way that's not too aggressive. So it checks off that box for sure. And then this is that, you know, if you are a mom like I am, whenever you have those like mom events to go to, this is like the perfect thing to wear because it's like you're going there, you look like yourself, but you don't look like the crazy mom. You're not teetering in on like the high heels or God forbid the like open toe wedge. And you're just chill and you're comfortable and right? Like the pockets, you're comfortable. And this is one of the key things for anyone new to Tibi. The pockets are set very low on the body. Okay, so a lot of brands, you're used to putting in your hands in the pocket and you stand there like this and you've got these like triangle arms. But for us, the pockets are what creates the ease. So it even like just the whole way that you stand eases up. That's why I tell you guys when you send me photos of yourself and tell me, you know, do I look okay in it? When you stand and send me a picture like this, that tells me nothing. Like kind of step back and tell me like, do you feel ease in it and can you convey it in the way that you're standing? And again, so perfect skirt.
So I'm doing a little bit of layering so I can show you a little bit of some early fall pieces. I'm wearing Chalky Drape as well. This is a jumpsuit. And I'm also wearing this back to our new chewed out grandpa cardigan that has these really nice asymmetrical, just, you know, deconstructed edges here on the top and the bottom as well. It's really nice for layering or also as a solo piece, but I've been sitting on this outfit until fall launch because I'm obsessed with it. Like, if this could be my ghost outfit. Like, if something happened to me, I'd be totally fine living my afterlife in this. It's great. It's comfortable. You can hear Amy laughing in the background. But it's really nice because you've got this zipper situation. One of my clients, Maria, we used to talk about 50-50 brand, but I call this more like Kramer Bradshaw because you got a grandpa, you got a nice strappy heel, and then you've got a chic jumpsuit. So I'm going to show you what the actual jumpsuit looks like because it's great. So comfortable. Like, I would definitely even wear this as like a beach fit with like a white bathing suit underneath, or even wear this to the office back to loafers. It's just a really nice, comfortable, chalky drape jumpsuit. So it's a really great travel material for those of you who are getting on planes pretty soon. You can have it a little bit more sporty and zipped all the way up, or you can have it zipped down nice and low and wear something underneath. So this comes in this beautiful butter color. I'm actually wearing a bralette underneath so I can show you what my, beach fit would be. But this also comes in black chalky drape as well, so you can really dress it up because chalky drape does have a nice sheen to it. And what's great about this butter color is, again, it goes with gold and silver jewelry, looks great with white, and you can mix all of the neutrals. I love a jumpsuit. I've really been feeling for a jumpsuit after like a year of not wanting a single jumpsuit. Now I'm ready to get back. But it's so great. Oh yeah, and then there's little back pockets too.
But don't put stuff in those.
Don't.
We do pockets, but we don't put stuff in our pockets other than our hands unless they're in our back pockets. Don't even put your hands.
I mean, you have the giant iPhone, so it's like you can't have the jerk.
Okay, so the other thing that we are in the mood for is a loafer slide. Okay, so that has been a while, and we have taken the little Morris guy, and we've turned him into a great slide. So I am wearing now the Chalky Drape here, and I'm like grossing up the jeans, sorry. But I'm wearing the Chalky Drape, and I'm wearing it with the Sam jean, okay? So this is that long Carpenter jean that we showed a couple of weeks ago, and it's really, really great in the black. But what I'm gonna show you is, when you roll it up, this jean can become a lot of multiple styles. So rolled up, I love it with the closed rounded toe on the loafer. You guys know I'm funny about when a pant is longer and the toe is rounded coming out or squared off. I feel a little postal worker, and I don't do postal, but I'll show you how I like it with a point. So I've got it rolled up, and to roll it up, all I've done is, what you do, see, this is how it looks long. I don't like it with this round toe when it's long. I don't. Like, I just feel like it just cuts me off, okay? And if you guys are bothered by the way that you feel, that's probably what's happening to you as well. But with this jean, when I'm wearing it, sometimes you just fold it over like that, and then you roll it, and you roll it, and then for me at 5'5", I'm gonna roll it again, and then I get some good ankle here, and then you can see the little Morris slides on me with it. But if I'm wearing it down all the way, then I do love it with the, what's the name of this shoe? Godfrey? What's the name? Godfrey. I love it with the Godfrey. We did it in gold, and that's giving it like this really cool moment. Will you hand me an earring?
Sure.
Green, white.
Let's do a green. Yeah. Easier to put on. That's pretty.
So I'm just going to show you two. These are the earrings that Hannah created. And she did all of these by hand, and she made them out of clay. And I think she like baked them, she painted them, she jeweled them. They're incredible. So we are going to have a super limited amount of these for sale in the store. Hannah is going to be selling them. And, but Hannah's making them with her own hand. So it's going to be a small amount, and we'll do that sometime in July before she goes back to Korea for a little while. And they are super, super good. So these are the ear cuffs that she made for the collection, and they are a really good touch of color. So Hannah's earring, I'm wearing the Chalky Drape t-shirty top, and then the Sam jean, which is so easy. And what's great too, we always do the band here that does not have filler in it. So a lot of brands, sometimes when they're banded, they've got all the filler, the facing in them makes it quite stiff. We do not put the filler in it because I like to be able to tuck it in. So having the band is what finishes off the top. Just something to recognize when you're shopping, when you see a top that has a wobbly, unfinished hemline, which it's purposeful. The designers didn't just like slack off and forget to finish it. It is a purposeful thing, but as a creative pragmatist, they are things that tend to annoy you. It will make you feel unfinished. It makes the clothing feel a little bit too sloppy. Because remember, we're getting the ease in the drop of the shoulder and in the fabrication. So if this had an unfinished hemline to it, ease then railroads really quickly into really sloppy. So when you're working with these easy fabrications, that's why you want to look for, we've got the really wide hem here at the sleeve and right here, because it finishes it off, it makes it polished, but you're still chill, right? Chill and modern and classic, CMC.
So I'm wearing it now in the butter colorway, back to the Placid jogger, which is also part of the Chalky Drape delivery. And I'm wearing the little Byron sandal slides in the patent because I wanted to show that this butter is so subtle that you can wear it with black. And then I'm also wearing a Hannah design here. This is the really beautiful pearl one that's ceramic. Really nice ear cuff action because I actually don't have pierced ears. So it really, really is, I love it so much. So I'm going to also show you what the Placid jogger looks like with heel too, because I think it is important to be able to wear it dressed up. So let me throw those on really quickly. And by the way, if you didn't notice, the Fraser heel has been on my feet for almost every outfit because it is quite versatile, and I have been really missing wearing real shoes in life. And a nice strappy heel is making me feel really great to be out in the world. So again, this is that same banded sweatshirt. You can have it untucked, but it also looks quite nice tucked in too, which I think is great. And Amy's gonna come out in the black colorway. Yeah, we're twinning.
Okay. Yeah.
Great, look at that.
So look, we made it into a jumpsuit. So super, super versatile. And I'm wearing the black, obviously. But I love this. And this pant is designed to have this really cool genie puddle at the bottom, okay? So this is a new style for us in a jogger. It fits, like if you bought the faux leather joggers or anything from us, like it fits like a regular jogger style. I think whatever you wear in like the crispy nylon jogger, this would be a similar fit. Not the paperback jogger, but the crispy nylon.
Yeah, the pull-on. Yeah, the
pull-on
pull-on pant would be good. You're just gonna have a little bit more puddle here, and you're also gonna see this shape again in another delivery of fall too.
And we did this pant in 2 lengths. So your longer length is really geared towards that much taller customer so that she can puddle in the right area, because if you're super tall and you puddle below the knees, you look, that's not cool.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah.
So
it's like a cursed capri when it's too short, you know? No, I'm very triggered by the capri length. Like
capris, they suck.
I mean, okay, I have like a capri looking
no.
Yeah, I have a capri looking athletic wear piece, but it's not like not the one with the little slit on the side, like Something About Mary or something.
No, I think
it's like,
but if it's a skin tight capri and it's athletic and it's like an 80s vibe thing,
that's different.
Like you're,
but if you're wearing like a trouser material capri,
no, like Gap, late 90s,
yeah,
white cotton capri, maybe it's got a little drawstring action on the side.
Oh gosh, the drawstring. Yeah.
Hammer pocket.
Yeah, it's like MTV Spring Break or Road Rules. That's what it reminds me of. Everyone had that weird cargo-y capri.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Really horrible. Don't do that.
But get these. They're big.
Yeah, they're super good.
And also, again, great travel material, and they're light.
Yeah. So this is again Chalky Drape. Chalky Drape is a 12-month fabric. So if you are in Miami, you absolutely can wear this, and I would wear it with a little black, tiny little bodysuit, and you're good to go. And you're not all sex potted out either, because you've got the shape and everything here, right? So the sexiness is sometimes really with a creative pragmatist. The idea of something being sexy is that you are completely at ease and confident with yourself. So that's how we exude that.
Absolutely.
So sexy.
Because somebody actually asked what lengths we are wearing. Are you wearing the regular length here?
No, I'm wearing the long, but look, I folded it over because that's all I had as a sample. You're wearing...
I'm also wearing the long. Yeah, this is the long.
Yeah, you know what, we'll have the inseams and everything, but let me say this. The pant is designed to hit where it's hitting both Dione and I. So you'll look at the inseam and you'll know, but really if you are 5'5" and shorter, I would be going with the regular length, and if you are 5'6" and taller, I would be going with the longer length.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
Because look, they sit really nicely with that drape. You have to have it.
Yeah. So I want to show you one other thing too. We're wearing this as a jumpsuit, but it actually does come in a real live jumpsuit. And the jumpsuit is great, and what's really wonderful about it is it has a zipper front, and so that zipper front really creates a tremendous amount of ease and flexibility if you are wearing this also in a warmer month. And so, you know, we've had a lot of conversations, and a lot of them get heated, about the scoop neck, right? And so, you know, at Tibi, we really love what this higher neckline does. And then we love like a go big or go home, like a good V-neck is always great. And then we wear a lot of button downs to give that space there. Then we love something that's like kind of super wide in a scoop. But the bottom line is when we scoop, when we wear anything at the neck, it tends to go all the way. So the scoops that we've been saying that we try to avoid are those like no man's land, you know, boring, like, I don't know. You guys know it. You guys send me problem outfits and then I color in your neckline and then it tends to solve the problem right away. Shh.
Sorry.
People are talking in my library. Okay, and then I'm going to show you another piece of jewelry here. Hannah has all of her jewelry a little protected here, but you'll see these are these really amazing cuffs that she made. They're so gorgeous. And you'll see when it goes live on Vogue, you'll see how we even put them on sweaters and everything, but just really cool. It looks like you got a scarf tied around you, and you'll see scarves kind of playing a role throughout the collection, but she molded this. Again, you guys, this is Clay, this is Hannah. She's such a genius, but she molded this to look like a scarf tied around your wrist, but it's not. Okay.
So this is also Eco Poplin. It's our button-down shirt, but very similarly to our oversized button-down from Fundamentals, it does have a little bit of the scalloping here, but it doesn't have the longer back. And then also it has this really nice drop shoulder that we always have, but then it has that more sculptural sleeve detail again. And then really nice sleeves. So these are just the double buttons, so they don't have that elongated menswear style cuff. It's a little bit shorter, but you can still really play around with pushing it up, and it's just got really nice shearing on it. Got an oversized pocket here. It's just really easy. And I'm wearing actually the black denim. This is the black denim. It's the longer short. It's quite similar to the one from last year with the asymmetrical seams here. But it just looks really great tucked in. You can wear it with sandals, you can wear it with tall boots. You have a lot of options here. I actually really like it here with my furry heels because I'm really excited about wearing those. We're just now getting hot weather in New York again, so soon, hopefully. But if you notice, this really beautiful gray is very versatile. It goes with a lot of colors, again, like I was saying before. This gray is gonna feel very new in your wardrobe, and it looks great back to black, gray, navy. It's just really, and it's also good for taking color. But I just think this is such a flattering color to wear because it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything too dark for winter time, because it is a summer weight and it is seasonless for us.
Great. Oh, great.
Yeah,
okay.
This is great.
So for fall, we have played around with some really great colors. And you know what I love doing for you guys is giving you color in a way that is really seen through the eyes of a creative pragmatist. So I'm going to show you, we've done this kind of a burnt brick red here, and it's a silk shirt dress, and I'm wearing it with the nude heel, which is kind of obvious to wear, right? And it also looks really great here with, if I throw it on with the paper trench coat. The idea for fall is that you're really mixing in all of these colors that are really super sophisticated, really smart, but so easy to wear. And that's the holy grail. When you learn how to mix all these colors, everything in your wardrobe is so much easier to play with. So this trench coat, we were really craving a trench coat that has a really good sound to it. Someone told me the other day they bought something from us and it made a sound, and was it supposed to? And I was like, yes. We love to talk to our clothes and hear what they say. What's great about this trench coat is it has details that, like, you'll just keep discovering them as you wear it. It's got, you know, pieces that zip off, pieces that wrap around. It's really, really great. The other thing for fall, trend-wise, is we are liking things that are long and lean. And what these long lean looks are doing is a lot of like some of the more squared off jackets that you've been buying over the last couple years, when you pair them with these looks that are long and lean, everything in your closet feels really brand new again. So even the trench coat has a lot of drape to it, and this is one key thing, you guys, really like pay attention to this, write it down, because if you order this online, I want you to know this is very important. See where the belt loops are? It is dropped down, because what happens is when you've got a trench coat where the belt loops are up high, then when you go like this, first of all, you're getting a very 80s, 40s Joan Crawford look, okay? But what happens is when it's dropped down low, we are now more Kim Basinger, 9.5 weeks. You've got a long, lean look here. And when you are liking clothing that has this menswear element, well, you know, look at pictures of like Bogey from the 30s. He wasn't wearing his trench coat like all waisted. It was a low placement on the belt loop. So it is this low placement that gives this really interesting look. And so again, clothing that is timeless, where it is in a color that is very much for fall, but the weight is quite versatile in year round. Okay, and what's great too with a trench coat like this, and you've got the big dropped armhole, is as it gets super cold out, you can actually layer in a winter coat under this and then put this on top if it's raining out. And then I just want to show you, I'm wearing this with the sandal, but of course when it gets appropriately cold out, I'm going to switch this over into the really good tall boot. And when I had on that sandal earlier and I said this brown was a perfect brown, we did do it in a boot. And the reason why this is a perfect brown is I know a lot of you guys buy a brown boot and then it sits in your closet and you don't wear it because maybe you're going to the office, but it just feels like way too casual to wear to the office. You're not wearing it out at night to a party because like it just seems like you should be walking through Central Park or Hyde Park or whatever. The reality is we're not all in Central Park and Hyde Park all the time. We actually have real lives with real jobs and real events where we actually need to wear a boot that does not belong on a ranch. So this is a boot that has the right amount of shine. It is in the color that if I were wearing all black, it's a nice contrast to it. You'll see it in the pictures in Vogue. It looks so gorgeous with what you're wearing right now.
Yeah, I definitely want to show it with that
on
too.
that denim. It like really dresses that up. So
yeah, it really offers a rich brown versus a country brown, and that's something that I've been struggling to find.
Country brown will screw you over.
Country brown
every time.
Yeah, like with a dress like that, it takes it from this really elegant chic thing to like cottagecore, and it's like you don't want that. You really want something sharp, a little bit of shine, and it makes it all work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to show these because they are absolutely a buy now, wear now dark denim. I have them paired back to the fish print. This is the croissant print. I had it just buttoned halfway and just tied once to make it a little bit more summery, you know. It's a little hack. And then I even tuck it in so it's not a little too sweet with the ties. But I just wear it like this with my gold Larkin sandals, and it feels a little bit more like a summer, early fall fit, because I do love the camp shirt, but I think in everyday life, you know, I do love the shorts, but sometimes you want to mix it up with something a little bit longer when you're moving around. So these are really great. And again, Amy was saying they look great with the tall boots, so I'm going to actually take these off and put them on with, actually, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and throw on a jacket with these so you can see how it looks layered. So I feel like for a lot of you that are looking into getting your Liam, obviously if I'm going to be wearing a coat, this top is not what's happening underneath. Imagine it's a black turtleneck. But for winter when you're building out those looks, but it's still early fall, you know, this is that new Liam that's coming out. And if you look at the silhouette here, once I have a slim boot on, it looks really, really chic and elegant and creates a new shape. I definitely need your boots for this look, but I'm just showing them how the proportions look with a coat.
Yes. And I'll give you my boots. We can trade in a second because, again, this is a dress that it's too hot to be wearing right now, but yeah. End of August, early September. Again, someone like me, I'm an October birthday and I grew up in the South, so I was always like sweating like crazy inappropriately because my birthday was when I got new clothes and I always got winter clothes and it was never cold enough to wear them. but this dress is really, really great. And so this is when, in the office, we all love the idea of a denim dress, but a denim dress has to be pushed hard to keep it modern. So just even the little cues here, you've got the tuxedo lapel, but you've got one is just shorter than the other. It's just giving that bit of asymmetry where it's enough that you know it's there, you know that it is making you feel modern. The way that it is making you feel is coming off in the way that you hold yourself, and that's enough. We didn't need to put big shoulder pads into it. We didn't need to put like ginormous sleeves. It is like just enough that you are keeping it modern. You've got the big shirt tail length, but then it's definitely a dress that, you know, I'm not convinced I would wear it with this, but this is like what's sitting here. But I think I would wear it with a Larkin. So I'm not gonna wear it with this heel. So don't hold me to this. I mean, if you like it, that's good. Anyways, I like the idea of it with, I'm not wearing it with this. I feel too confused. I'm like dressy here, but I would wear it with the Larkin that Dione is running around in. But what I do want to show you is that you can really pull it off in the summertime and feel good. And we're gonna do, oh, you're,
yeah, for my mom.
She's gonna look really good here in her outfit.
I'm like, we could skip summer. I'm fine with that.
I know.
We don't need her.
No, because if I had on my imaginary boots again too, we did take the Liam and we grew it out into a really good winter coat here.
I mean,
he's really good.
Oh, I love this.
Okay, but this is so good.
This is, yeah. Someone will see me in this on the train to work. It's amazing. So this is the Liam. This is the Liam coat that's coming in the beautiful, like, it's like a beautiful Angora. It's got the same button detail that we've always had. It has the button over too. It's nice and light. It's something that you can actually wear layered under a larger coat, or you can layer underneath with a big cashmere sweater. Hence the drop shoulder and why it's so important. But underneath, I'm wearing just the featherweight sweater. We actually still have some of these online, but we're actually bringing this back in a nice blushy hue. And then this black one. This is the one that has that signature slit. My hair is unfortunately not long enough to do that anymore, but you can tuck your hair in so you don't get that weird winter knot. And then back to the denim, I've got my tall boots on, and it all works.
Yeah, and this, people, like, this is something that I have thought about this outfit forever, because when I first moved to New York and I was dating my husband, and we actually did get those When Harry Met Sally moments where it would be a Sunday and we'd get to walk through Central Park, and I'm like, what am I gonna wear? Like, I don't wanna wear jeans and sneakers, and I'm not wearing track pants because we're walking, not running. Like, what are you gonna wear that is like, and Meg Ryan looked amazing when Harry Met Sally, but she was wearing like a full-on suit with the hat.
Yeah.
So we're not wearing that either. But this is what you're wearing. This is like, if you are a mom and you've got like fall parties for kids, and sometimes you have those households where you show up and the mom is like in high heels for a 3-year-old's party. This is what you're wearing. She can be wearing that and you're just like, that's fine.
Yeah.
You do you, I'll do me, and you're fine. You don't want to like shrivel up anywhere because you're like totally cool.
No one will shade you, and your outfit will live rent free in their minds forever while they're still wearing their like red bottoms.
And then you, no kids, but you're going out in Brooklyn and you were living the life.
I can help chase around like a toddler or something, like
because
for
you
a minute,
run around,
and then go get a latte.
And then she gets to have the latte, and we're like stuck with the kids.
Yeah, like, that's Auntie life forever.
We love it, but yeah. All right, guys. So look for the collection. It's going up on Vogue today, and it's up on WWD. You can see the highlights of the collection. I will give you again lots more details of how we shot it at SCAD and what amazing, talented, creative people they have there at that incredible school. And you can see how to wear things now, wear it later, and the sweatpants are going to be for sale next week, but make sure you go ahead and get in on the wait list on them, and you'll live in them, like I promise you. And remember, the fit on the sweatpants is smaller than the first fit. They are more narrow through the legs, and I think you guys are gonna love us for that. So take care, have a good week, and next week I will be doing this from Georgia, and I'll be also at the outlet next week, so that's gonna be really cool too.
And I'll be out for a while after this.
And
one,
Dion's
so
gonna be out for a while,
I'll
and
see
we're
you
gonna
in
be
like a
like
month, so.
super wishing her well. Okay, bye guys.